Hey guys, it's me, Jed Usable here. This will be the last time that you'll be hearing from me. And this is going to be my final gift to you. These are the notes that I've taken and the realizations that I've made. Before I delve into this, I want to thank you for following me, and thank you for listening. It feels like the weight of a powerful burden is about to be lifted. By the time you hear this, I'm not going to be around anymore. But after spending 4 days with this maddening game, I've begun to understand what's really at play here. And hopefully, after hearing this, we can ensure that this never happens again. There are things that I could not share with you while this was going on, due to the circumstances to which I'll explain. With Ben blocking any attempt I made to try and relay the truth to you, I tried, ever so subtly, to warn you guys in various ways. Amidst all the chaos and delirium, I devised to make a barely noticeable pattern in my videos. In all 5 videos I've recorded over the 4 days, I've either had the mask of truth, interacted with a gossip stone, or the lens of truth, equipped at some point. For you Zelda enthusiasts, these are all symbols of honesty and trustworthiness, and I hope that maybe one of you might have picked up on the reference. As I played the file, which I would name Ben, being mindful of how Ben was watching my every move in the game, I made a point to avoid doing anything too obvious. But I sent out a hidden message to you guys. I never equipped the lens, nor the mask, nor visited the stone. It worked, and the video was uploaded. I prayed that somebody would notice that the pattern didn't apply to Ben. The tags followed suit too. I hope that you guys paid attention to those as well. They were my little messages to you. Nothing big enough that would catch Ben's attention or make him suspect anything, but with Ben manipulating and changing my files, I honestly hope that what you guys saw was close to what actually happened. But, unfortunately, there is no way for me to know. This is going to be a long one, and I don't have time to proofread or make any of my research pretty. But, here's everything. September 6th, 2010, 11 p.m. I can't believe what happened. I'm not sure if this is some kind of elaborate hoax, but despite the fear, I can't help but be exceptionally curious about this. Who or what is the statue? Lots of questions here. I'm starting this document as a diary so I can keep track of everything. I'm typing up a summary of what happened so that way I can come back to it later. September 7th, 2010. 2:10 a.m. This is just a summary of what was posted. You can go back and look at my first post for day 4 w.amv for that. 4:23 a.m. I can't sleep. I've been trying so hard, but the harder I try, I just get more restless. I just feel like that statue is appearing whenever I close my eyes. 8:20 a.m. I didn't sleep at all. I'm just gonna start my day. I don't think I have the energy to go to class today. I'm gonna drive back down and talk to that old man. I'm taking my buddy Tyler with me just in case. 1:18 p.m. I'm back home now. No sign of the old man, but it's really weird how he appears to be moving the next day. Maybe the for sale sign was up there yesterday and I just didn't notice it. Tyler wants to know what's gotten me all worked up. I didn't tell him. I'm going to eat now. I feel like death. 3:46 p.m. I could have sworn, driving back from Subway, that I saw the elegy statue buried in some shrubbery staring at me as I go by. Jesus. Now I definitely need sleep. 5 p.m. I don't think a lot of people would believe me if I told them about what's happening. I think I'm gonna try posting this on the internet. I think I'll just use the summary. These notes are pretty sporadic. 6 p.m. I connected my capture card to my computer to upload the footage. I thought my computer froze for a second and made this strange popping sound when I hooked everything up. But now it seems to be working fine again. My computer can't die on me now. 7 p.m. The footage is finished uploading, and I gotta say, the quality is a lot better than I thought it would be. I guess this is just a really special cartridge or something. I've never had it come up this clear before. 8:45 p.m. I thought I saw an icon on my desktop that looked like the statue's face for a split second, and it gave me quite a scare. I'm getting really unnerved and delirious. I'm gonna crash after this. 9 p.m. Begin uploading my YouTube video on an alternative account. 9:03 p.m. I don't remember having uploaded a Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines video last year. This was probably the account that I shared with a friend of mine last summer. I hope that he doesn't mind me using it to upload this. 9:55 p.m. I'm posting my summary of day 4 with a link to the YouTube video. I'm gonna try and stay awake, but I'm so tired right now. September 8th, 2010. 10:48 a.m. I had a dream about the statue. I dreamed that it was following me in my dream. I'd be minding my own business, and then I'd feel my neck hairs stand up on end. I'd turn around, and that thing, that horrible lifeless statue would be staring at me with those empty eyes, right at me, merely inches away. In my dream, I remember calling it Ben. Power of suggestion, most likely. And never before had I ever had a dream that I could remember so vividly. 11:21 a.m. I really don't want to play this game again. I think I'm going to go back and see if that old man's there instead. 1:35 p.m. No old man, but I had an interesting conversation with his neighbor, though. I'll post the full thing with my summary of tonight's attempt at playing the game. I'm gonna wait for a bit, though, and see if I can dig up any information on this Ben guy. 2:45 p.m. I've been getting random, inexplicable headaches due to the lack of sleep, and I keep hearing that damn song in my head. Also, it's flu season, so I need to be careful and not get sick. My immune system is going to be shit right now, because of that all-nighter. 3 p.m. (3:02 p.m.) My computer, just on its own, opened up a text document and wrote the words, "Hi," and www.cleverbot.com by itself. What the fuck? 3:46 p.m. I went to the website, and it's one of those bot chatting programs. I think it's best if I just let the conversation speak for itself. Hello? Hello? Who is this? And how are you able to control my computer?
Who am I?
Right. I forgot that you're a bot.
Do you really think that?
Listen, I know whoever is fucking with my computer can see my screen right now.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'll wager that you're one of those IT kids who thinks he's tough shit. You know that what you're doing is illegal, right?
Is it?
No shit. Are you familiar with the terms invasion of privacy? Get the fuck off my computer, kid.
I am your computer.
Cool story. Anyway, I'm calling DPS. You picked a bad time to fuck with me, kid.
Should I wait until you play the game then?
What?
That game.
Majora's Mask?
Yes.
How do you know about that?
Because
Because what?
I didn't.
Did what?
I played with you.
What the fuck?
Were you scared?
Who the fuck is this?
Ben.
The statue?
Yes.
You're inside my computer right now.
Yes.
How?
You connected me.
How the hell did I connect you?
Cables and cords.
How?
Tell me about yourself.
What?
Tell me about yourself.
What do you mean?
What is it that really scares you?
What the fuck?
Answer.
No!
Answer.
What the fuck? How the fuck did you open that by yourself?
I am your computer now.
How much can you control?
All.
What do you want from me?
To entertain.
You're stuck in there. You can't hurt me.
Go play.
No. You can't hurt me.
It took you longer to type that.
So?
You're not sure.
If you're so powerful, why use a ridiculous website like this to chat with me?
Less messy. More structured. Fun.
Fun?
Yes. Tradition. I like it.
You think this is funny?
Amusing.
And my notes?
You may write them down.
Why are you letting me?
It's amusing to see what you think of me.
3:50 p.m. What have I done? I've invited it into my computer. I continue to write these notes, write my summaries. I feel like I am a prisoner in my own place of security. I don't know. I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not, but I feel like I'm fucking insane right now. I can feel it. I can feel him watching over me, even as I type this. Ben is controlling everything in the game, toying with me, leading me like a sheep. But for what? What is the purpose? I know Ben drowned, but why these hauntings? What the fuck am I even doing? He can probably even see this. Right now. 4:35 p.m. Summary of the Ben.wmv playthrough. 7:18 p.m. Ben called me to Cleverbot again. He tells me that he's sorry, and that he wants to be free. And that I can free him. That's just like how he got onto my computer from my capture card. He can spread, but he needs my help. He says that I'm special, because I can help him. That's the first nice thing that he said to me. He promised me that he'll leave me alone if I do it. He swears he will. I don't know what to think right now. How can I even trust this thing? 7:20 p.m. I'm terrified of it. But now it's saying that it was just having fun. It's twisted, fucked up version of fun. He's saying that the game is over. I do want it to be over. He says that he just wants to be free, and that he's trapped in the cartridge and my computer, and he wants to be freed. I don't want to have to deal with this shit. I don't know how long I can deal with the watching. It's watching my every move, every keystroke. I have nothing private anymore. It knows everything that's been on my computer. It tells me, if it wanted to. It could do horrible things to me, but it hasn't, so I should trust it. 8:01 p.m. Something tells me that I'm being played again, just like in the game. 9:29 p.m. Ben called me to Cleverbot again. I ignored it and went to go take a shower. When I came back to my laptop, I was welcomed with an image of the elegy statue staring at me with those dead eyes. I don't want to talk to him. 9:44 p.m. Fuck you, Ben. I'm not talking to you. 9:56 p.m. Fuck you, Ben. I'm not talking. 10:06 p.m. Fuck you, Ben. I'm not talking to you. 10:12 p.m. Fuck you, Ben. I'm not talking to you. 10:45 p.m. It's been more than half an hour, and the messages have stopped. Ben has stopped. I'm beginning to think that Ben isn't just confined to my computer and the cartridge. I'm beginning to feel something. It's hard to explain. I've never been spiritual, but there's something different about the air in my dorm room now. 11:42 p.m. I'm beginning to see the elegy statue randomly as I search the internet in places I shouldn't. Places where he shouldn't be. I'd be scrolling down and suddenly I'd be staring at a picture of the elegy statue. Always the elegy statue. I don't know how much more of this I can take. September 9th, 2010. 12:35 a.m. My worst fears confirmed. Ben has tampered with my summary of ben.wmv. I looked at the summary that I posted on various forums for ben.wmv file, and parts have been omitted. There's no mention of Ben existing outside of the game. There's no mention of the Moon Children. How could he have been that quick to delete the post without me noticing? I'm wondering if maybe it appeared to me that I was posting everything, but in reality, Ben was posting his own censored version. I'm going to ask Ben why he did it. 12:50 a.m. He isn't responding on Cleverbot. It's just giving me the generic responses it usually does. I'm just talking to a bot this time. 1:24 a.m. I think Ben is mad at me. 10:43 a.m. The Moon Children appeared in my dreams last night. They lifted up their masks to reveal their hideously disfigured faces, maggots crawling out of their orifices, sunken black holes where their eyes should be, a yellow smile that slowly grew bigger and bigger as they came closer to me. They told me they wanted to play. I tried to run from them, but the 4 children pinned me down to the ground with surprising strength. Over them stood the happy mask salesman, announcing that he had a new mask that he wanted me to try. In his spastic and sudden movements, matching his in-game appearance. He took out a mask, modeled off of someone's face that I couldn't recognize, a younger-looking face, and handed it to the Moon Children. Giggling, they latched it to my face, their horrible broken bodies bouncing up and down. 2 of them held me down while the other 2 began to sew the mask on my face. My shrieks and screams caused the Happy Mask Salesman's face to turn into the most horrific smile I'd ever seen. He sporadically moved around, examining the procedure like a curious doctor in that impossible movement. I flailed around, but it was no use. My eyes rolled into the back of my head because of the pain. It felt so real. But I couldn't wake up. I couldn't wake up. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't wake up. After the mask was melded onto my flesh, they began sewing my legs together, and then my arms. The horrific feeling of a needle puncturing your legs and pulling them in, rupturing the Achilles tendons, and tying them together resonated throughout my entire body. I tried to scream, but the mask was pressed so tightly against my face that it was like my new face. And my new face had no mouth. I didn't make a sound. I tried telling myself in my head that I was dreaming. I tried telling myself again and again, and suddenly, the Moon Children stopped and looked at me. They just stared, and the Happy Mask Salesman slowly bent down and stared at me, inches away from my face, and grinned, when he simply said, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" Before the Moon Children resumed with increased vigor. I couldn't wake up. I couldn't wake up. I couldn't wake up. It wouldn't let me wake up until they had crafted me into another elegy statue. I woke up sweating, crying, and shaking uncontrollably. I immediately ran to my computer and went for Ben. September 9th, 2010. Conversation 1. Answer me, Ben.
Welcome back.
What is the point of doing this? Why?
Amusing to see.
How?
Fun to play. Fun to toy with you. Make you feel safe. I wonder how you would have reacted
To what?
if I hadn't revealed myself and stayed hidden, only doing little things to play with you. Close out your windows, turn off your computer, move your mouse by itself. Little things make you wonder if I'm there, but you never know. Give you little hints that I am. I wanted to do something different with you.
You did this before?
Yes, and I will do it again.
To who, Ben? Did you know Ben?
I won't tell you that information.
How did Ben die?
You know.
No, but how did he drown?
Won't tell that to you.
Why?
It is reserved for another.
Who?
Another who asks.
When?
Later.
I'm beginning to think that this thing maybe isn't Ben at all. In its sadistic nature, I wouldn't be surprised if it took the boy's name after it killed him. 12:04 p.m. My room is beginning to feel different again. There's something out there. I really feel threatened. Like there's something that is trying to reach out to me and strangle me, but it can't quite get there. 12:46 p.m. I think Ben doesn't want to play with me anymore. I'll play again. I'll play the game again, Ben. Can't you see this? I'll play the game again. Please. Just stop. Stop this. Please. Please. 1:44 p.m. I'm going insane, trying to decide what is real and what isn't. Is Ben just playing a trick on me, or is this for real? Is Ben generating these replies, or are people actually posting them? Did I just see that screen flicker, or was it in my imagination? Imagine depending on the internet and trusting your eyes for your entire life, and then suddenly being blinded. You can't rely on it anymore. You second guess everything. For the brief moments, I'm looking at my responses to the videos. People were pointing out things that looked fake, or photoshopped or whatever. And there's literally no way for me to know if Ben changed something on purpose to try and shut me up. Or maybe those replies were just constructed by Ben to try and discourage me from even reaching out. See, I get caught in an infinite mindfuck loop like this. And this is what's been wearing on my sanity and pushing me to the edge. As I'm writing this, there's no way of even telling if anyone even cares as much as I think they do. Just another fucking trick. Does this whole document even exist? Am I writing nothing? September 9th, 2010. Conversation 2. What is it? What is the point of playing? I die whenever I do anything.
You die because you can't figure out the secret.
What?
Thematic.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
There is beauty in your suffering.
4:09 p.m. Ben is making me play the game again. It tells me that it has something very important to show me. 6:23 p.m. Summary of the drown.wmv playthrough. 9:09 p.m. Summary of children.wmv playthrough. September 10th, 2010. 11:52 a.m. The drowned.wmv playthrough was up when I woke up today. I remember typing it up, but I don't remember ever posting it. He censored it again. There is no mentioning of the old man. I have no voice anymore. I'm only posting what he wants me to. I am the mask that he uses to disguise himself as he lies. 11:55 a.m. There's an entire video summary of a video that I don't remember doing. Reading through the summary, this sounds morbid, resembling the dream that I had from 2 nights ago, except on a far more sadistic scale. These moon children, there's something more to them. Almost as if they're another entity from Ben. Something happened last night that I can't remember. I'm posting the 4th summary to the forums now. The shadow of my chair just moved. 12 p.m. Ben won't let me visit YouTube anymore. I can browse the rest of the sites, but he keeps exiting the window when I go to YouTube. Why? 2:02 p.m. I'm feeling the air starting to constrict. I don't think I'm alone here. Whatever aura has been here is getting more violent. 2:44 p.m. I'm trying to contact Ben on Cleverbot, but he's not responding. I just get the AI. 3:51 p.m. My ears aren't fooling me. I hear the reverse song of healing. I keep hearing it. 4:23 p.m. Now I'm positive of it. Earlier, I thought it was a weird coincidence, but just now, I went to open up my window, and 3 floors down at ground level, I saw the old man. I'm completely positive I did. The same guy. He was just staring up at my window, standing in the middle of campus. If any students took notice of him, they didn't acknowledge it. And that's where my notes end. I fled my room, taking the cartridge with me. I didn't want to go into details of what happened. I'll lose my train of thought as I hammer out these last details. It's been roughly 2 days since then. This is my last summary in service to you of the final video that you guys saw, Matt.wmv. The last video entry I made, Matt.wmv, began as normal. I spawned in Clocktown as usual, and nothing seemed to be out of place. Determined to set things right, and play the Oath of Order on top of the clock tower on the 4th day, I prepared myself. I sped up time and got to the final day, making my way to the observatory. As I got up to the telescope room and approached the astronomer, he wouldn't let me use his telescope. He told me that would be cheating, and that I should follow the rules. Despite my repeated efforts, the game would not let me do the 4th day glitch, no matter how hard or what I tried. I tried working around the game and doing the glitch, but it was adamant this time. Regardless of if I had simply the illusion of free will in prior games, this time, the game became more aggressive than anything I've ever seen. It eventually told me to go to Icona Canyon, where the game would end, and it would stop haunting me. Anxious and desperate to end this nightmare, I played the Song of Soaring and ended up there. I was told to check my inventory and that I would find the answers there to end the game. I arrived at Icona Canyon and saved my progress at the owl statue. As I searched through my inventory, I finally noticed that I was missing a reoccurring song, the Elegy of Emptiness. Obviously, once when I traveled there and learned the song, I suppose that was the last thing that it needed before Ben decided it had enough fun playing with me. Ben is a manipulator. He tries to fool his victims into security and makes them drop their guard like a Venus flytrap. He ensures them. I am nothing but a puppet to him. He enjoys seeing what kind of human emotions he can tap into by doing different things. There are still some things about this whole experience that still don't make any sense to me. But then again, I was never good at figuring these kind of things out, and I'm not exactly in the right state of mind to do so. I'm giving you all pieces of the puzzle for you to analyze and piece together the missing links. I'm typing these closing thoughts on the library computer on campus, and I've emailed myself the notes that I have stored on my infected computer from the last 4 days. I'm then going to combine those, copy and paste those notes with the closing and openings that I've typed up here on the saved public computer into one text document. I'm not taking any chances spreading Ben. I would not wish this horrible torment on anyone, and I've made sure to have my bases covered here. I didn't run into any problems with Ben when I was back on my computer, trying to email myself these notes. And it went right under his fucking nose. He has no idea what he just let me do. I had no problems opening the text document from my infected computer in my email either. I can't describe to you how it feels to finally be able to get the word out in this post. The nightmare ends here. With that said, do not download any of my videos or anything about my videos through a YouTube video audio ripper, a screen grab, whatever. I don't know how he can spread, but I know that just watching them on YouTube and reading my text won't be able to allow him to spread. Otherwise, he wouldn't have even needed my help in the first place, but I strongly recommend that you do not take anything you see streaming online onto your own personal computer. This will be my last post that I'll be putting up on this forum for the world. If you see any further posts from me after today's current date, September 12th, after the current time, 12:08 a.m., discredit them. It already has proven to me that Ben can access my account, password, and manipulate my computer at will. And like I said, I have no idea to what extent it can do this. But know that it will do anything to break free. He's desperate. To ensure your safety, just forget about me. Please. And obviously, this goes without saying, but from here on out, do not download any images I may have put up, any files, anything. This 5th day will be my last day. I'm going to burn the cartridge and then come back to destroy my laptop. Again, even though I don't even know you, this is sort of bittersweet for me. This semester, I really don't have any friends, or rather I stopped paying attention to them. But I suppose that's partially to blame because I am the genius who picked to live in a single. I suppose someone to get a hold of me and save me before I get too immersed in this game would have literally saved my life. However, it proved too much for me. And I'm just glad that it happened to me. And I can get the warning out so that Ben dies here. Lastly, thank you for taking the time to open this and open yourselves up to me by hearing my story. Despite maybe not even believing me, you didn't have to do that. Really, you shouldn't have. Your support this entire time has kept me going. And now, I'm finally free of this. Thanks again. Jad Usable.